I'm going to talk about this Satan clause and tell you why I never let my kids believe in it. And it really don't have nothing to do with religion. It has to do with hard work. Okay? I'm not finna let my kids give credit to a fictional character when I'm the one who worked hard for these gifts. Do you hear me? By the way, I forgot. If you want to invite your followers, just hit that man. It's going to say share with followers. Mr. CJR, I'm ignoring you saying the Seahawks cheat. The Patriots cheat. The Seahawks win or lose, walking all over the field. Just like they walked all over the Steelers. But like I was saying, I work hard 365 days a year. I do not work hard 365 days a year to let another person take credit for my gifts. I'm not finna write Santa. And here's the other thing, okay? It almost makes me mad. Parents be like, well, if you're not good, Santa's not going to bring you nothing. No. I need you to know who brings the gifts and who doesn't. If you ain't good, I'm not getting you anything. I am not getting you nothing. I bought it or don't bought it. You want to act up? Let me look at you in your little baby eyes. You ain't getting Nathaniel. Santa ain't gonna sit up and take credit for what I did or did not do. And if you ain't got no present, you can blame me. Now, if we was poor, I'd be like, Santa didn't bring you nothing. Santa didn't bring you nothing. You don't give credit to a fictional character. Oh, thanks, Santa. Oh, that's what kids be saying. Oh, Santa brought me a gift. Oh, thanks, Santa. No, I'm not teaching my kids to give credit where credit ain't due. Nah, fam. Does Santa wake you up and wipe your stinking butt when you pooped up your back when you was 6 months old? Santa ain't wiped no blowout, did he? Did Santa wipe your butt? No, he did not. Just another example of the white man trying to take credit for the black man's hard work. That's what the Hebrew Israelite nation will be. See, the white man wants to take credit for the black man's hard work. Everybody's hard work. You take me work, I got to work, and I got to give credit to the white man? No, brother. The white man ain't doing nothing for my kids. I'm doing for my kids. Yeah. Hotep. The white man wants you to make the kids believe in the white man. You want to deitize the white man, but you don't want to give credit to the father that's in the home given to the children's. The white man is red. Is that the blood that he shed for you? Oh, there's a black Santa emoji? The white man got the black. Ain't no, man, please. We did this video at work the other day, and I wish I was there, but I was sick. We had kids sit on a black Santa's hotep on stage. A black Santa's lap for the first time. But no, it's not even about race. It's just about the fact that when I was a kid, I never believed in Santa. I never even thought that was, I'm talking about when kids my age believed in it. I was just like, y'all are dumb. Because you know what? We don't have no chimney. I was just really skeptical of the whole thing. I was like, number one, we don't have no chimney, okay? Number two, we live in an apartment, okay? There's 5 stories. How is he getting in any of here? That don't make sense to me. Number two, he's not finna just walk in the door. Not in this neighborhood. He ain't finna just walk in the door and just give out a gift. Your son still believes in he's 10? Well, bless him. Because I never believed it. You didn't even have to tell me Santa wasn't real. I didn't even think it would. And I understood how the other parts of the world were ahead of time. And I was just like, Santa can't even work backwards through the whole world and make that happen. They should have sold us on a team of people. But I never believed one man was, you know how many kids is in the world? I was just like, nah. They were like, but it's magic. And I was like, nah. He's fat. You should have sold us that there's a team of people and they're regionalized. Sell us on the elves. Sell us that there's millions of elves working for Santa and he's the dispatcher. And then I may believe you, but I'm not going to believe. But they tell you, leave the cookies and milk out for the Santa. We had roaches. The roaches ain't finna let you just leave milk out. And we're lactose. I don't even believe people like to drink milk like that. I don't like drinking plain white milk. We got roaches. Them cookies ain't gonna make it through the night. Yeah, that's why I like that FedEx commercial. That's a better FedEx commercial with Santa trying to get in the sleigh. Roaches is like, ain't no Santa, bitch. Ain't no Santa. Them cookies, I grew up, you couldn't leave stuff out like that because bugs or the thought of bugs. So to leave 3 perfectly placed Chips Ahoy out with milk, that's wasteful. That's wasteful. And we don't believe in wasteful. So no, we don't, no. The whole thing was dumb to me. So my kids were young, they were like, the Santa ain't no Santa. It's me and your mom. It is me and your mom. Do you understand me? Me and mommy. If you're good, you may get something. If you ain't, you ain't. And it ain't got nothing to do with Santa or Krampus, no elves, ain't no Rudolph, none of that stuff. Although I do like the Rudolph story. It's me. Ain't no Santa, ain't no Easter Bunny, ain't no Tooth Fairy, nothing! It's all us! It is us. Ain't no Tooth Fairy. Don't nobody care if you leave teeth out. Who cares? You gotta teach your kids this real life. Ain't no Tooth Fairy. Ain't no Santa. Ain't no Easter Bunny. Ain't no happiness. No Frosty. We grew up in El Paso. I saw snow one time. There's God. Yeah, people. Zay was like, Dad, do you want to see Krampus? No, I don't want to see Krampus. Krampus, nothing. Ain't no mountain high enough either. I'm not salty. I'm just saying, man, you gonna give credit where credit is due to your father and your mother, like New Yorkers say. Ain't no, your father did it, your mother did it. And yeah, why we lying to kids? What we lying to kids for? Well, son, Santa, oh. One time, we did a video. My kids didn't believe in Santa for like ever. And they said it in the video. And my dad, Zay was like, yeah, there's no Santa. No, nothing like that. And so what did I tell them when they tell their friends there's no Santa? Mm-hmm. But this parent was like, well, your son said there's no Santa, and now my son doesn't believe there's a Santa. Oh. That guy was getting on my nerves. I feel so good to block somebody. I saw him earlier, but I didn't want to let him know that I saw him because I wanted him to keep talking, and I got him. Boom, bop, potato hop. Anyway, she was like, your son said, Santa doesn't exist, and now my son doesn't believe. Listen, lady, that's how the world works. That's just the way of the world. Dreams get smashed by other people. Get ready for it. I just never got into that. I'm sorry, guys. Because I just want my kids to have no blinders on. No blinders on, guys. Get ready for the world. They still have the same Christmas experience. Honestly, my kids don't have the same Christmas experience either, probably as your kids or other kids. Just because I don't think they appreciate the stuff. I used to go ham. I talked about this before. I used to go ham on Christmas, spend a couple $100 each on them. $300 or $400 each on them. Each. And here's why I stopped doing that. Very simple. My kids did not play with those toys. By New Year's Day, they were broken or not played with. And we did all that work, braved all those stores, all that in line, and I don't like wrapping presents just because I'm not good at it. And I did all that stuff. and then they would break them. And I told my wife about 3 years ago, we moved to LA, I said, let's do something different this year. Let's give them, I actually saw Sharice put something up on Instagram. This is the 4 gift rule of Christmas. I'm not going to do it, but I liked it. It said, give them one thing they want, one thing they need. One thing they want, one thing they need, one thing to wear, and one thing to read. And I was like, yo, that's cool. I like that. I'm not going to do it, though. I'm going to give them one thing I want them to have. No. I give my kids usually one gift, and then I like to give them a memory. I'm going to give you something to play with and something to remember forever. So I think they've got around to it. Like 2 years ago, didn't know you had male friends. Wait a minute. Let me fit it. But yeah, they already got so much stuff. But 2 years ago, we got them a couple toys, and we took them to Las Vegas. No, I'm sorry. 2 years we got a couple toys. We took them to Disneyland, and went ham. And then we took them to Las Vegas, and took them to Circus, and we took them to one of those night things, where the knights ride the horses. The kids are 9 and 7. So I was like, you may not remember this toy, you gonna remember Disneyland. And if you don't remember, there's pictures and video. Mickey ain't real, but you can see Mickey. But they got a trip to Disneyland, and I end up spending way more with this. No, me and Melissa don't really do gifts for each other either. Christmas is for the kids, man. But yeah, memories last forever, and if they don't, there's video. Some kids like, what do we, Daddy? Dream killer? He doesn't tell his kids about Santa. Dream killer. Where? I put a Christmas tree up. What does a Christmas tree have to do with I didn't say I didn't believe in gifts. I said I don't believe in Santa. Nothing about Christmas had to do with Jesus Christ, Mr. Lucky Penguin. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not going to argue with you. Bye, Lucky Penguin. You so lucky you got blocked. What am I arguing with you for? What am I arguing with you for? I'm not going to argue. We did a tree last year. We went and cut it down and decorated, but we did it more because it was a cool, fun thing to do about family. It was a cool, fun thing to do with a family. We decorated the tree. We put gifts under it. There just wasn't that many gifts. It was like 2 gifts apiece. But this year I'm going to get them something they've both been asking for. I wanted to get them a hoverboard. I wanted to get them both those hoverboard things that, you put your feet on it and goes up and down. But Melissa was like, no, Kev, no. I really, really wanted to get them that, but I didn't. They're 9 and 7. Kids are 9 and 7. There's a blocking theme song. God blocked it. So I'm going to get them Disney Infinity 3.0. I like to get them stuff that lasts for a long time. Video games last a long time. Oh yeah, and I wanted it for me. It was going to be for all of us. Absolutely. I actually did celebrate Kwanzaa a couple years. About 20 years ago, we celebrated Kwanzaa 1 year. I saw that hoverboard caught fire. But see, they're not even going to really ride that because Melissa's not going to take them. So I'm going to get them Disney Infinity 3.0, which they will like. And then, honestly, my kids be really into books, like Diary of a Wimpy Kid and Captain Underpants and all these other things. So I'll get them a couple books, and I'm going to take them to, I'm going to take them to a theme park. I didn't like or dislike Kwanzaa. I don't know. My dad was just, I don't know what he was doing. Yeah, but I get my kids stuff throughout the year too, more throughout the year. I do like to let them have a cool birthday. But I just don't buy them a lot of toys. They got toys. Yeah, there's theme parks open on Christmas. Trust me, I'm spending more on them on Christmas now that I don't buy them toys than I used to. And plane tickets and all that stuff. I don't want to tell y'all where I'm telling them because somebody might be funny and tell them on a Periscope and tell them where they're going, and they might read it, and then it'll be ruined. Like last year, I took them on a cruise for Christmas. Took my kids on a cruise to Mexico for Christmas. Yeah, we're going on a cruise. The kids ain't going on a cruise. We're doing something. We're going on a cruise, then coming back, then taking our kids for Christmas. But I took them on a horseback ride and a cruise. No, we're going on a separate cruise. We're going on a cruise with my friends. Then the next week we're coming back and taking the kids for something else. Yeah, the kids love the cruise. Funny thing about it is on the cruise there was all this kid stuff going on. All this kid stuff going on. So they were like, you just drop us off at the kids thing and just come pick us up at 10:30 because there's a party tonight. And I was like, what? They're like, yeah, we're going to be watching some videos and playing the Wii. So let's pick us up around 11. What was the best gift I gave Liz? I don't know. You got to ask her. See, Eris Nessa, my dad got great memories with us, and now he's passed. It means so much more. Bingo. You ain't going to forget going to Mexico. God blocked it. I be irritable, man. I you know what? I like to block people fast because I would rather have an enjoyable Periscope experience. And when people are getting on my nerves, I will block them, and then it continues my joy. I continue in a joyful manager. Yeah, my best gift to Liz was Zay and JoJo. Although pregnancy as an experience wouldn't be a great gift. But those really were her gifts to me. If you think about it, the children are gifts to me. Yes, I placed them there, but them being alive is my gift. I tell my kids all the time, they are the best things. I enjoy being their dad. I'm a fullback, Mr. CJR, and I'm a lead blocker. I did not want a girl because I don't want nobody trying to lay down with my daughter. And I don't want to do nobody's hair. Those are the two things. I don't think I would be good at doing a girl's hair, and I don't want nobody trying to take her bra off. I just don't want that. That's another thing we did. We bought stocks for our kids for Christmas that they don't even know about. We invested money for them. I forgot that. This is our first year that we did that. We invested some money for them. We were talking to a Jewish guy, and he was like, my kids like planes, so I bought him stock in Boeing. And I was just like, Jesus, that's a gift. Stocks. That's a stocking stuffer. Let me buy you a stock that you don't even know about. Invest that for you for the cool 15, 20 years. When you leave the house, I'm going to be like, yo, back when I didn't buy you no toys, bow. Here's some stocks for you. They'd be like, what are, I mean, by then they should know what stocks are. And I forgot, this was our first year doing that. So yeah, we've invested, we got a couple investments for the kids. College funds and all types of stuff. But that's what we buy them for Christmas. Let me slide this little aside. Yeah, Jewish people. I was like, Jesus, man. Said his son liked planes, so he bought him stock in Boeing. And I was like, wow. That is such a good idea. And I started doing that. Didn't even cross my mind before. And we had already had some investments for them, but just take that little 100, 200, 500, put that investment away. My kids don't even know that they're getting money invested for them, which is going to be dope when they graduate college, when they graduate high school, and they're like, hey, here's my gift. I'm going to be like, bow, 100 grand. I hope it'll be dope. 50 grand, 20 grand, even $10,000. Even if I only give them 10, even if they invested, we only gave them 10. That is more than my parents were able to give me. And I'm not like shading my parents. They did the best they could. But we can do a little bit better. And then they'll tell their kids, yo, my dad gave me that type of money. You know what, man? Let me tell you something. We're way off the subject of Christmas, but we're not really. I had a customer when I worked at Bank of America. She was an Asian girl. She was about my age now. So she was about 7 years older than me. So when I was 25, I don't know, she was about 30. And her dad said to her, I will give you $75,000. You can either use it as a down payment for a house, or you can use it to open a business. And she chose to open a business. She opened the sushi restaurant that had a conveyor belt that went around, Sushi Revolution. And I was just like, man, imagine if we could do that for our kids. They can't spend it. They can't just go waste it off stuff. You can either put it on a down payment on a house, or you can use it to invest in a business. What are you going to do? I was just like, that's dope. I would love to tell my kids, here's $75,000 to either put a down payment on a house or open your own business. And that's kind of stuff I want to do for my kids. Because I'd rather you fail at business but having the opportunity than just be like, here's some cash to blow. So that's kind of stuff I plan on doing with my kids. Because in another Periscope, I'm going to talk about I don't believe in college like that no more. I don't believe in college the way it was taught to me. I don't believe in blanket college. Everybody should just go to a 4-year university. I'm going to talk about that probably this week or next week. Yeah, Donald Trump's dad gave him a small loan of $1 million. Yeah, our parents didn't think like that because they're just trying to make it. And I understand. Trust me. I do. But you do a little better. You be a little better. Because then imagine if that girl's business, she gets 6-7 restaurants, a franchise, then she can do the same thing for her kid. Let me give you $100 grand, $150 down payment on a house, or open your own business. Because maybe they're not business inclined, but they're going to need somewhere to live. And you put that money down on a house and the mortgage is more reasonable. So that's kind of where I'm at on the whole situation. It's funny that Donald Trump said that, and he acted like $1 million wasn't small. But if your father has $1 million to loan, then the way you see the world is not the same way I see the world. And that's kind of what I want to do. That's why I want to take my kids to Europe so they can see how big the world is. But I'm also not trying to go into debt doing it. But the way you see the world when you're that big, when your parents have that much money, is just different than the way I see the world. So, yeah, if your kids see the biggest world, because when I was young, all we saw was the Southwest of the United States, Texas, Arizona, and New Mexico, and going back and forth to church, because we didn't have money to fly like that. Jay got to see Disneyland and go on cruises, but I didn't see that stuff. And then we started moving around. I started realizing the world is big, and it's not always rain. It's not always dust and sunny days. There's snow and all that stuff. So I want my kids to see all that, and I want them to see the world and know the world is bigger than your backyard. But man, I was talking to somebody in Dallas, and he said like people in the hood and poor people in Dallas, and just specifically in Dallas, he was like, these people don't even go to the other side of Dallas, much less America. But there's people like Doughboy who lived in California his whole life and had never been to the beach until like 3 months ago. Like, what? How you don't know where the beach is? Yeah, I don't think college is necessary like it used to be. I feel like college now is easy for people to go when it's easy for their parents to provide. But most people just take on the burden to do it. People have not flown on an airplane before. People don't be driving. They don't be going. I got family members in Beaumont, Texas who've been in Beaumont, Texas since I last visited them when I was 9 in Beaumont, Texas. And they ain't never leave. They're never gonna leave. If you want to see them, they're gonna be in Beaumont. If you die 2 counties over, they ain't going. Take them to Africa. Why is Europe and Asia the first choice? Well, I don't know. I kind of wanted to go visit Europe. I didn't say Africa was off limits. Hey, why I gotta take them to Africa first? Why I can't take them to Europe? I want to see Europe, if that's okay. Maybe I want to see Africa too, but I personally kind of wanted to see some architecture in Europe, if that's all right. I have no problem with Africa. I would love to go. I just would like to go to Europe. Is that's okay with you guys? I just want to see the Europe first. That's all right. Thanks, Mel B. Mel B said I can go to Europe, guys, so that's what I'm going to do. So, all right, guys, I'm on the 405, so the power is about to be crappy. It's good to see you. She said, no, it's not okay. Things about to be bad. So I'll see you guys later on tonight. God bless you. God keep you. We'll see you at the conference. Why can't I go to both, man? Y'all, you got money? People love to tell me what I can do with my money. Like, Europe is cheap. Africa is cheap, too. Let me save my money up.